Okay, so Don't Follow Me, which, you know, the title of this movie is in uh, Spanish, so I didn't know what it said. Then I looked it up. Oh, it's Don't Follow Me. Um, it's a Blumhouse joint, and some of their movies are fine. I like Get Out a lot. Um, Paranormal Activity, take them or leave them. I like the most latest one that they came out with, Next of Kin. Really enjoy that one. That was different enough. Um, Happy Death Day, I like both of those movies. I would probably say I probably like the first one more, maybe. There's others don't come to mind right now, but overall, I'm a Blumhouse fan. I'll say that. I know a lot of people seem to, dog on their that studio, which I don't understand. Well, I like the Conjuring movies. I haven't seen the latest, most released one. I like the Annabelle films. I like the first one, all right. I don't think it's bad, like people say. The second one's good. Third one's fine. The Nun I haven't seen. I do want to check that out at one point. Both of them. Um, yeah, overall, again, I'm a fan of Blumhouse, so take it or leave it, I guess. Most of the, most of their movies are fine to me. They're pretty good. This one, it's not in English. It's all Spanish, so I had to put subtitles on, which it's fine. It's usually like a lot of movies I don't really feel like watching in other languages. Um, Now some Korean films I can sort of watch. I can watch because they're it's horror stuff, so I can deal with that a bit. Some of them do have pretty good movies, so or Japanese films. But this one, I mean, it's a 2025 Mexican supernatural horror film directed. I don't know how to say this person's name, but it's Garcia, and it's written by one person, but directed by two people. Stars Carla de Carnando. Pretty much, it is about this girl who moves into a haunted building, old abandoned building, because she wants to be a hit. She wants to go viral on YouTube. And she figures if she can do some ghost stuff, why not? Since that's very popular. And so she starts faking, I guess, some of this stuff at first, and then real stuff starts to happen. Um, she accidentally lets in a real uh, entity. And that's basically the plot. Now, the movie, again, it's a slow burn, and I'm fine with slow burns, but this one was, at first, like, I was fine with it at the beginning, or like, we're just establishing her, you know, her goal. And then she has, like, this, I forget the friend's name, this female friend who comes over sometimes. She also has a YouTube channel. I think it's like a makeup tutorial channel. She's trying to be like her, sort of, with bigger numbers on YouTube. I'm like, this girl has more subscribers than I do, because I think hers is what? Wasn't hers like 5,000 or 3,000 something? Or and she's like complaining about, I want to be bigger. Um, like she seems to get like a lot of, traction and comments on her stuff, but okay. Um, then she meets this guy who, his name's Andreas, and there's stuff that goes on with him by the end, which okay. There's like a twist with stuff. But I think she met him off I want to say a dating site or something. Um, then she starts to get paranoid at some point of her friend possibly dating or messing around with him. And then they fight at one point, and she totally exposes her for being for faking some of the videos, the ghost videos. Which then I'm like, why'd you let her? One, you're setting up the you know magic tricks of this. Why are you allowing your friend to film what you're doing? um, and you know it just fell into like a generic ending where I don't know if I should give it away, but like spoilers, I guess. Overall, my thoughts on this movie: it has an interesting premise, but it sucked at the ending, and by the middle point, I was bored, and by the end, I was just checked out because it was generic ending. So spoilers. You find out Andreas, I guess, is part of this cult, which then it's not really a twist because they kind of hint at that when she goes to look up these signs, these designs, these old carved in creepy ancient designs that are shocker, devil worshipping and satanic stuff. So she looks them up and she sees videos of this cult, which I believe I want to say was the same cult in the video as the ones following her in the apartment at the end. I swear. I guess it's all these people that Andreas is in this video with, where he's at a party, and he says this. You see a picture with him and his mom, but really it's actually, I guess, a his girlfriend, but she's aged. Because pretty much, I guess what the movie is trying to say is Andreas is a satanic, uh, cultish freak who has a girlfriend who ages, and then when she ages, he transfers her essence into a new body, a younger body, and then they do a cycle of that over and over and over again. And that's basically the end of the movie because our lead girl dies because she puts up a good fight at the sorta in the kitchen, and then she totally gets dragged off as if it's Texas Chainsaw Massacre or Hills Have Eyes. She gets tied up to a bed, and then we see, I guess, either the dead body of the woman that was in the building they claim died in the building, but then her body was alive actually, or her spirit, I guess is her spirit, because then she literally carves into Carla, the lead girl. She carves into her stomach, climbs, I guess, into it. We don't get to see a whole lot. We just see half of it, and then it fades to black. And then it's, I guess, the entity is now in the body of Carla, and Andreas is happy, and they're part of this community of satanic people. And then the movie ends with a crappy song. So yeah, the movie sucked balls. I don't recommend it at all. I would say this is one of the bad Blumhouse films because it's generic. I saw somebody on Reddit, I guess they were really high on the movie because they like in the Reddit post, they're like, I hadn't seen it's like was better than I guess I thought. But yeah, I guess some people actually like the film, which is fine. It gets a 5.10 or a five. It gets a 6.4 out of 10 on TBDB. I don't know what that is. 5 out of 10 on IMDb. I'm sorry. There's nothing, noteworthy of this movie. If anything, it should have been a short. It did not need to be a full-length film because it's generic and it's boring in the mid portions of it. So, like, you know, the acting I can't really comment because I don't speak Spanish, so I can't really say if they're giving a good performance or not. I mean, the girl looked like she was emoting well, so I guess I can sort of do that. I guess I can say that. Um, it's edited fine. Um, again, that ending was just generic, and that's kind of it. Like, it was the worst thing a movie can be is boring and not entertaining in a bad way, at least. It can be bad and it's still entertaining. This was not entertaining, but it was bad. Had a decent first act where, she's thinking she's seeing stuff, and there's like this cool shot of this face in the closet of when she turns the light on, it disappears, but it's like a creepy. It was like something from The Conjuring. Would have been The Conjuring, which I would have liked more subtle stuff of that instead of. Like, it's not really a jump scare film. I can't really say that. But we don't really see a whole lot, and then she's dealing with the Andreas guy, and why is he going to parties with my best friend, and why is she hanging out with him and stuff, and like, oh. But yeah, overall, I did not care for this one. But if anybody's interested in requesting paid or a paid request, such as movie reviews, commentaries, reaction videos, link to my PayPal is in the description down below. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace and love.